Chute, are you there? Chute? Awesome. All right. Vest and a hat.
Hi. So how many of you right now have photos sitting on your phone that you meant to share with someone? Please raise your hand. Did anyone promise to send those pictures to someone, then sort of forget to do it? Yeah. Well, why'd you forget? Why is it so hard? Well, it turns out that getting tons of photos off of your phone is actually really hard to do. You've got to find cables. You've got to sync to your computer. You've got to upload to the services that you want to share them with. And then you got to decide, how do I get those pictures to people that want them? Is it email? Is it Twitter? Is it Facebook? Maybe it's all of those things. That's where Chute comes in. Chute's a brand new service for your Android or iPhone that automatically takes the photos from your phone and gets them to the people who want them. Sorry. We do this without ever connecting any wires or without requiring you to wait for that to happen. Let me show you how it works. The second you launch Chute, it shows you all the new photos from your camera roll. Chutes are basically group photo albums. You can make as many as you want and share them with anyone you want. I've got these pictures right here of my niece. I want to make sure that my mom and my brother and my sister-in-law get these photos, so I'm going to share them with the Baby Madison Chute. One click and they're out. This next set of photos are from my honeymoon. I think the people from my wedding would love to see those, so I'll send them to the wedding guest. The rest of these photos, I want to share them and make sure they're backed up, but I don't want to do anything with it right now. So I'm going to hit select all. I'm just going to archive those photos to getchute.com. And that's it. In just a few clicks, I've gotten to photo zero. Just like inbox zero, all my photos are now backed up, synchronized, and shared. Now you may be wondering, what happens to these pictures once I've done this? Well, like I mentioned before, immediately these photos get put in a private repository at getchute.com. From there, we start sending out notifications to all the subscribers. My friends are going to see on their mobile phones updates that I've just posted new photos. And if they click on that, they're going to instantly be able to view those photos, swipe through, find their favorites, and then actually star, rate, or even download the ones that they like the best. Now let's say you're my mom and you don't use a smartphone. Well, you get an email notification instead. Emails actually show you a preview of all the photos that are in the Chute and give you the chance to actually browse around, click through, and view those photos online. Now, if you're lucky like my mom, I came over and installed our Chute desktop app. Now, the Chute desktop app is actually really fun because what it does is in the background downloads all of those new photos that you're receiving and keeps them on your local computer. So now, instead of my mom having to wait for an email, she gets a nice little alert on her computer that says, hey, there's new pictures of baby Madison up for you to take a look at. Now, a lot of you may be thinking, that's sort of cool, but you know what? I really use Flickr, Facebook, Twitter, or something else like that. And we got you covered there too. Chute's not here to take away from anything you do, just to give you more power in the process. So Chute, when you set up a Chute, you can actually decide that you want to automatically post to Facebook, to Twitter. You can have it make albums for you in Picasa. You can tell us how you want to handle these new sets of photos automatically. And then we'll take those photos and share them for you automatically to all those different places as well. And that's Chute. It's the simplest way to get to photo zero and guarantee that all your photos are backed up, synced, and shared. There's one more thing. Chute has a really great API behind it. In fact, all the tools you're seeing right now were built using that API. If you're a publisher or a developer and you'd like to access the millions of photos that are trapped on your customers or users' mobile phones right now, we'd love to have you use our API to integrate Chute into your app. You can look forward to seeing Chute being run soon in Plancast, Mogotix, and even Cabata from this morning will have access to all those photos. Thank you. We're Chute, and you can sign up for our beta at getchute.com.
All right. Thank you, Gregarious. That is your name is actually Gregarious.
Yes.
Okay, Gregarious. Well done. Gentlemen, what did you think of Chute?
Very competitive market, but great pitch and looked like a solid use case. I worry about the monetization and the other competitors, but great job on the presentation.
George, you're nodding your head. What did you think,
Yeah,
Aaron?
I thought the product was great. Some of my relevant history is I was one of the 4 people that put together Shutterfly. So I know a little bit about how to monetize the prints. My biggest worry is how are you going to monetize, especially given all the other competitors that are out there. I get at least, as a firm, we get at least 2 or 3 pitches a week on we are the better version of Instagram. So we need some edge.
Yeah, I mean, just to address that a bit, we certainly don't think we're a better version of Instagram. I think they do a great job of what they do. I think we are one of the few places that's actually going to provide this sort of personal photo management from your mobile. So the things that we're going to experiment with are a Dropbox-like freemium model, maybe giving a certain amount of storage, and maybe some feature-based upgrading. And then the other thing is, I think we can really easily integrate with pursue some affiliate revenue with print and photo books and the like, because we're going to have all of these high-resolution photos in one place.
I know I'd pay for auto backup of images on my phone and video without having to think about it. And if I got sharing for free with that, that would be great. But
Yeah, I love the concept of Photo Zero. That's really brilliant because I wrestle with this all the time. You know, I've got all of this great content and I need to make sure I don't lose that. I've got a new baby. I don't want to lose that content. So I think that the Photo Zero is a great pitch, but also the security, the safety of your, I've had this stolen multiple times and I can lose everything if I don't have something on my phone to protect me. So, you know, and Instagram, those sorts of tools, they're your friends because they're getting more people to produce more content, and I want to back up more stuff.
Exactly.
I was interested because, Greg, I know you guys were doing a sharing service for kids and families before. I think combining that demographic with this would be a real win.
Absolutely. I think, you know, this is actually sort of a bit of a change in direction for us from that product, but we'll be integrated fully with our hologram service as well.
Yeah.
But one of the other aspects of Chute is actually that it allows you to collect photos. And one of the use cases that inspired this was I just got married in November, and all of our friends had posted photos, and we wanted an easy way to get them from people, and that's actually still really difficult to do. And so Chute will actually do the nagging and also let you link Facebook and Flickr to actually upload the photos right in if they're already on that one of those places.
It seems pretty amazing top to bottom, and the only concern being competition. So how do you explain, to use the easiest access to this, how you plan on specifically taking on what exists and in terms of why yours and not the others? I haven't, I mean, you started to, and then it didn't seem like I got enough of an answer on that topic. It seemed to be the great divider at this point between fucking amazing and wait a second.
Thanks. Well, so I think with the three core values that we're aiming to provide, which is backup in full resolution, sync across all your devices, you know, desktop, iPad, and then share, we certainly have competitors for each of those. But I think we're the only people bringing it all together. And I think what we think customers really want is the one button that does all of those three things.
The one button.
Yeah, and certainly there's a lot more attention on the sharing part, but you know, I certainly think we think Instagram and the like you're saying, are very much our friends, and they've sort of unleashed a wave of photo taking creativity, and you know, we're a place to put those and rest in peace.
Okay, let's, David, you have
Nothing to really add. I really like the product. I'd use with my own family. That said, I personally would hate to have a startup in this space because it is just so hard to differentiate, and I think there's a natural tendency of users to kind of fall back to Facebook or iTunes and things they're using all the time. So it's just really hard to stand out. But I want to try the product, so it looks pretty cool.
Awesome. Thank you. Oh, one more from the Grand Jury, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan from Gadget. So I actually had a question as to product decision you made, specifically regarding backup. I think backup is actually the one thing that everybody seems to be the most interested in. I mean, sharing is so easily done now. It's amazing. It's great. Backup is actually not easily done. You still have to go in there and select and backup. That seems to me like the place where you could have just automated that. Make the camera app itself instantly backing up. I don't know why you or really anybody else isn't doing that in the app.
So long as it doesn't kill your battery.
Right.
Yeah, so, you know, on the Android, we can actually run services in the background, and so in the future, you know, we certainly could automate backup, but, you know, one mistake we wouldn't want to make with someone's photos is sending the wrong picture to the wrong place. So, you know, if they also want sharing as part of that, then we need to be careful how much we automate. But certainly, now you go in, we'd automatically pull in all the photos from your photo stream. If you just wanted to back up, all you do is click select all and archive, and you're done.
Yeah, either button actually does backup. Okay, let's hear it for Chute.